about America from history teachers and English teachers. But what is the American dream? What is the American identity? We know that it's different for everyone. In some cases, it's positive, and in others, it's negative. But even if your opinion of America is negative, I believe that you'll still be able to find some positives. That's why I think that most of all, people see America as a positive place. So I went out to try and prove my point. And I believe that after being shown these clips, you too will also think of America as positive. You'll see that even though America might be Machiavellian, it can also be sublime and
So,
rigorous.
what do you think the American dream is?
American dream is basically that everybody gets an equal chance to education and to everything that we need in our life.
Is or was. What I think the American dream is, I think the whole world had this idea over the past maybe 50 to 150 years that they could leave the situation that they're living in wherever they are, come to this country, and the idea was you could just work really hard, no matter what it is. You'd find a niche, you'd work in that niche until you got some level of success, where you'd wind up able to own some property and raise your family there and live a nice, peaceful life.
I don't know. I mean, it's different for everyone, right? So, for some people, that means that they're going to go out and make $1 million, or leave an everlasting impression. For other people, it means they're going to have a family. For other people, it means they're going to create some art. Maybe that's the cool thing about America, is that you kind of can do all of those things.
For me personally, the American dream is to really kind of live as good a life as I can. I was the first in my family to get to go to college, and that was a big part of why my family came here, was for education. So I feel like, in our family, each generation is trying to make it better for the next, and that's what I'm trying to do, and I think that's kind of more or less our American dream.
What are some ways people can view America as negative?
I've spent a lot of time actually in Europe. I've lived there a couple different times in my life, and I can say that people definitely see Americans as fat, that we eat too much, that we consume too much, that we are an obese country. They can sometimes see Americans as extraordinarily conservative, especially when it comes to religion. They can sometimes see Americans as greedy.
Some, I could name 1,000. We have a ton of illiteracy, we have a ton of crime, we have a ton of violent crime, we have racism all over the place. Our culture is so confusing that any foreigner comes here and they're like, what is the culture? So much freedom that it's okay to just be a jerk. It's okay to be a philanderer, it's okay to have multiple affairs on your spouse, it's okay to shortchange your family. So there's no moral police, there's no centralized moral compass in this country. What you believe is right may not be what I believe is right.
What do I like most in America is that basically we here evaluate people on their qualities and their skills, not about their appearance.
I like the number of freedoms we have. In America, you can say what you want, you can do what you want, provided you can pay for it. You can do almost anything you'd like here, as long as you're not harming others, which is kind of a cool idea. On the flip, though, there's also a whole bunch of people who believe that that means they can take advantage of others, they can improperly raise their kids, causing wrecked future generations in their families. So, I mean, it's a flip.
Um, So the thing I like the most about America is at times the thing I also like the least about America, and that's that you can kind of say what you want and decide to do what you want, which can lead to creativity. It can lead to freedom. It also can lead to laziness and stubbornness.
Um, what are some words you would use to describe America?
In some words,
Yeah.
well, it's basically a land of opportunity.
I would describe most of America as safe. I would not describe it as easy. It's not easy to come here and get by.
Let me see. Uh, I would say in general open. You know, more than anything, I would say if you compare us to other nations, I always have trouble with the specific words, but like, you know, freedom of the press.
How do you see your fellow American, positive or negative?
Positive. I think we are an inspiring country. I think we try to recognize our flaws and correct them. It might not happen as quickly as we would like, but I think that overall, inherently, we're good people, and we believe in one another. But we have our faults too.
Both. Both. Definitely. You look around here and you tell me you don't see both too.
I'd say as the on the whole positive.
Positive.
Do you feel that you met your American dream?
No, there's still. I'm not that old yet.
I'm reaching there. I did, but I'm reaching further.
Do you feel that you have met your American dream?
No, because I don't know what mine is. I think that's the toughest thing about becoming an adult is all the things that you grow up kind of thinking are your dreams and your aspirations. Very few people end up, you know, becoming an Olympian or becoming a professional musician or actor or, you know.
As you can see by the teachers that have given their statements, that America is a positive place and everyone has hope for a brighter future. Thank you.